You say there was blackmail, and yet you claim you have no idea what it was relative to?
You know the Quartermaines.
I work for them, Scotty, but that doesn't answer the question. Whatever gives you the idea that Susan was trying to blackmail them?
All right, first of all, I had a private meeting with Lila. She wanted me to stop Susan from what she was doing, but she wouldn't tell me what she wanted me to stop her from.
Well, did you try?
No, I didn't try, because I didn't think I had enough to go on.
Well, you're still going to need more if you're going to prove anything.
All right, after the meeting with Lila, I arranged to meet with Monica and Alan. I figured that if I could get something from them, that I could use that with Susan to get her to stop pressing charges against me on forgery.
I don't suppose it ever even occurred to you to talk honestly with Susan, did it?
Come on, if you're going to make value judgments, I'm just trying to tell you what happened.
All right, I'm sorry. Go on. You mentioned Alan and Monica.
Yeah, well, I didn't get anything from them either.
Well, then how can you assume Susan was trying to blackmail anybody?
Because if it wasn't a big deal, Lila wouldn't have arranged for the meeting.
And she wouldn't have been so secretive about it. Huh?
That's right. And you know the Quartermaines better than I do.
I know what they're capable of, yes. I just can't believe that they would try to set you up as the fall guy. You could have known what they were up to. You could have turned them all in.
Well, I don't.
All right, I'll look into it.
Listen, it's going to take a lot of investigative work.
Let me handle it, will you? There are some other questions here that have to be answered.
The note.
Yes. That proves that Susan was going to come after you, you know.
I know that's exactly how it works, but actually it was just the opposite of that, Lee.
Come on, you were having a fight that night. Alice heard you.
I know, but we made up after Alice left.
You made up?
That's right.
All right, let's have the whole... I want the whole truth, Scotty. Give it to me.
All right. Alice was right. It was a horrible fight. What are you, some kind of avenging angel? You're gonna stomp out all the evildoers and make this town a safer place for you to live?
Just my little corner of it, and it's gonna be a lot better without you and Heather around.
We're not going anyplace.
Oh, yes, you are, Scott. You and Heather are going down. I'll see to that.
Yeah, well, don't be so sure about that.
Count on it. Just as long as I'm around to make it happen.
Well, then don't tempt me, Susan.
Oh, what is that, a threat? I just love it when you get ornery like that. You're even sillier than you are normally. Why don't you save it for somebody who scares easily?
I guess it's just my tough luck, isn't it?
What is?
You weren't killed in that car crash.
Scotty!
No. Think about it, Alice. You wouldn't be here nursemaiding some kind of a lunatic.
Don't you dare!
I wouldn't be on my way to jail. And Heather would have been smart enough to invest Jason's money so he'd be on his way to becoming a millionaire. So you see, there'd be a lot more people around here that would be happier if you were just out of the picture.
Stop it! Just stop it!
And Allison,
I won't listen to such horrible talk.
Then Alice left?
That's right.
In a hurry?
That's right.
And it was before the two of you made up.
Exactly right. We were still fighting like cats and dogs, but I knew that I had to calm Susan down. You are colder than I ever thought possible.
a cold I obviously caught from you.
No, don't blame it on me.
I will blame you, Scott. I will blame you until the day you die. You know, I thought Alan caused me a lot of pain. He didn't even scratch the surface compared to you.
You know, Susan, you're very sick, very twisted. Do you know that?
Why? Because I expect justice?
No, because you could do this to me.
Oh, come on. Give me a break. Don't start with all that all I've done for you, Susan routine. It's a bore. And besides, I've made my decision, Scott.
You're going to prosecute?
Exactly.
Where do you think you're going?
I'm going upstairs to take a bath, to luxuriate in the knowledge that you will be behind bars tomorrow. And while I'm up there thinking about you in your jail cell, I'd appreciate it if you get lost. I have an important engagement tonight, and I'd like to look my best.
No, you're not going anywhere. You're going to sit down right here, and you're going to listen to me.
You're hurting me.
Sit down and listen to me.
To what? To more of your lies?
No, you're going to listen to the truth.
Oh, I see. So then all the things you said before were lies.
All right,
I
have admit that I have lied to you, but this is the truth, okay, Susan? Now, before your accident, when you were drinking, who was the one that was trying to get you to stop? And after your accident, and you were in the hospital, who was there by your side, taking care of you, taking care of the baby? Who was the one that married you? When nobody else would even look at you. I was there for you, Susan. I was there all the time.
Yeah, now I know why. Because of my money.
Fine, that was part of it, okay? But I didn't need your money. I could have walked away from it. I could have gone straight to the top without Jason's money.
Then why didn't you?
Because, Susan, I cared about you. I genuinely cared about you.
Is that what you were telling yourself when you forged my signature?
It was wrong. I admit that. I had made a mistake about that.
Why? Why did you do it?
Because I figured in the long run it wouldn't hurt anybody. Wouldn't hurt you or Jason. If I took his money and put it in the mall, he would become very, very wealthy. And you know how I feel about Jason. You know what it's like when I'm around him. I care very much about him. I would never do anything in the world to hurt that kid, and you know that.
Yeah, I know. I know that.
So you understand? Maybe you and I have had some problems here. But as far as Jason's concerned, all we've ever cared about was his welfare. That's the truth.
All right, Scott. All right, maybe you deserve another chance. I'll call Carlson in the morning, and I'll tell him to forget the whole thing.
Susan.
There's one thing, though, you gotta do for me. I want you to sleep at the office tonight. I'm gonna be doing some business here, and I don't want you to be here.
Does it have something to do with the Quartermaines?
Don't push it, Scott. You're off the hook now, but that doesn't mean I'm not gonna change my mind.
How do I know that you won't change your mind?
All right, I'll make a note, okay? Make a note. Let's see, call bank regarding Scotty's forgery.
Thank you.
Don't mention it. Ever again.
You actually saw her write that note, huh?
Yes, sir.
Well, that's quite a tale. Especially since there are no witnesses.
I realize that, but what I want to know is, do you believe that I'm telling the truth?
As your attorney, I have to believe you.
You represent me then?
As best I can, Scotty. But you should know what you probably already do. It doesn't look good. It just doesn't look good at all. Guard.